Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of a vast open field. The sun is rising, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. A gentle breeze rustles through the grass, carrying with it the promise of a new day. This field, my friends, represents your life, boundless with possibilities waiting for you to make. Picture yourself taking a step forward, then another. With each step, you are moving towards your dreams, your goals, your true self. But wait, what's that noise? Do you hear it? It is the whispers, the judgments, the expectations of others. They're calling out to you, demanding explanations for your choices, your actions, your very being. Stop. Take a deep breath. Feel the earth beneath your feet, the air in your lungs, the beating of your heart. This is your journey, and you do not need to explain yourself to anyone. You are a unique expression of the universe. There has never been, nor will there ever be, another you. You are here to live your life, not someone else's version of it. The moment you start living for others' approval, you lose sight of your own divine purpose. Think about it. How much of your life have you spent justifying your decisions, your dreams, your passions to others? How many times have you dimmed your light because someone told you it was too bright? How often have you changed course because someone else did not understand your direction? It is time to break free from this cycle. It is time to reclaim your power, your authenticity, your truth. I am not saying we should disregard others entirely. We are all interconnected, part of the same cosmic dance. But there's a difference between considering others and living for their approval. The former enriches our lives. The latter diminishes our spirit. Let me share a little secret with you. The people who demand explanations for your life choices are often the ones who are most unsure about their need for you to justify yourself as a reflection of their own insecurities, their own unfulfilled dream. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your existence. You do not need to explain why you chose that career path. You do not need to justify why you love who you love. You do not need to defend your beliefs, your values, your dreams. Your life is your own, a beautiful, complex tapestry woven from your experiences, your thoughts, your feelings. No one else can fully understand it because no one else has lived it. Some of you might be thinking, but what about responsibility? What about accountability? And you are right to ask these questions. Living without the need to explain yourself does not mean living without consideration for others or without integrity. It means living with such clarity of purpose, such alignment with your true self, that your actions speak louder than any explanation ever could. It means being so in tune with your inner wisdom that you do not seek external validation for your choices. Think of the great innovators, the revolutionaries, the game changers throughout history. Did they stop to explain themselves at every turn? Did they seek permission to change the world? No. They acted from a place of deep conviction, of unwavering belief in their vision. Imagine if Martin Luther King Jr. had stopped to explain himself to every critic. Imagine if Mother Teresa had sought approval for her compassion. Imagine if Einstein had waited for everyone to understand his theories before pursuing them. The world would be a very different place, wouldn't it? When you live your truth unapologetically, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon, lighting the way for others to embrace their own authenticity. But let's be real for a moment. Living this way isn't always easy. We're social creatures, hardwired to seek acceptance and belonging. The fear of judgment, of rejection, of standing alone, it is real and it is. How do we overcome this? How do we step into our power? It starts with self-awareness. Get to know yourself, your values, your passions, your quirks, your shadows. Embrace all of it, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the messy. It is all part of what makes you you. Practice self-acceptance. Look in the mirror and say, I accept myself fully and completely. Say it until you believe it, until it becomes your truth. Cultivate self-trust. Listen to your inner voice, your intuition. It is always guiding you, even when the outside world is noisy with opinions and judgment. Set clear boundaries. It is okay to say no. It is okay to walk away from situations or people that demand you to be less than your authentic self. Surround yourself with those who celebrate you, not merely tolerate you. Find your tribe, those kindred spirits who understand that your uniqueness is your strength. And most importantly, practice. Like any skill, living without the need to explain yourself takes practice. You all stumble, you all face doubts, you all have moments of weakness. That's okay, it is all part of the journey. Start small. The next time someone questions your choice, instead of launching into an explanation, simply say, "This is what feels right for me." Feel the power in those words. Feel the freedom. You practice this, you all notice something remarkable. The need to explain yourself will diminish. You all find yourself standing taller, speaking with more confidence, moving through the world with greater ease. You all also notice that the quality of your relationships will change. Those who truly love and support you will respect your boundaries. Those who do not, well, they'll fall away, making room for more authentic connections. A common misconception. Living without the need to explain yourself does not mean becoming selfish or inconsiderate. In fact, it is quite the opposite. When you are secure in yourself, when you are not constantly seeking approval, you have more energy, more love to give to others. You become a better listener because you are not preoccupied with defending yourself. You become more compassionate because you understand that everyone is on their own journey, fighting their own battles. You become a better leader, a better friend, a better partner, because you are operating from a place of authenticity and self-assurance. Think about the last time you were around someone who was truly comfortable in their own skin, someone who did not feel the need to justify their every move. How did it feel to be in their presence? Inspiring, wasn't it? Liberating even. That's the energy you start to emanate when you embrace this way of living. You become a walking permission slip for others to be themselves. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your life 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if you lived every day without the need to explain yourself. How would you feel? What would you do differently? What dreams would you pursue? Feel the excitement, the possibility, the freedom. That's your birthright. That's the life you are meant to live. But here is the thing. This isn't just about you. This is about all of us. Imagine a world where everyone lived their truth unapologetically. A world where we celebrated our differences instead of demanding conformity. A world where each of us felt free to express our unique gifts. That's the world we can create, one authentic life at a time. I know what some of you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but what about the practical aspects of life? What about work, family obligations, societal expectations? These are valid concerns. We do not live in a vacuum, and there will always be situations where we need to consider others and sometimes adjust our behavior. But there's a crucial difference between adapting to a situation and compromising your core self. In the workplace, for instance, you can respect company policies and collaborate effectively with colleagues without explaining or justifying every personal decision. You can be professional and still be authentically you. In family life, you can honor your relationships and fulfill your responsibilities without seeking approval for every choice. You can love your family deeply and still set healthy boundaries. In society, you can be a responsible citizen and still march to the beat of your own drum. You can contribute to your community and still stay true to your unique path. The key is to know your non-negotiables. Those core values and beliefs that define who you are. Once you are clear on these, you all find it easier to navigate the complexities of life without constantly explaining yourself. Remember, every great change, every revolution, every leap forward in human progress started with individuals who dared to live their truth without apology. Think of Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her seat. She did not launch into a lengthy explanation of her actions. And her simple, dignified refusal spoke volumes and sparked a movement. Consider Galileo, who stood by his scientific discoveries despite immense pressure to recant. He did not need to explain himself. His work spoke for itself and changed our understanding of the universe. Reflect on Malala Yousafzai, who continues to advocate for education despite facing life-threatening opposition. She does not explain why she believes girls deserve an education. She lives her belief, inspiring millions in the... These individuals understood a fundamental truth. Your actions, lived consistently and authentically, are far more powerful than any explanation you could give. How do we translate this into our daily lives? How do we embody this truth in the mundane moments as well as the momentous ones? It starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to those moments when you feel the urge to explain yourself. What triggered it? Is it coming from a place of insecurity, a need for approval, old habits? Simply noticing these patterns is the... Next, practice pause. When you feel that urge to explain yourself, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, do I really need to explain this, or can I simply own my choice? Then choose your response consciously. And maybe it is as simple. This is what works for me. Maybe it is a kind but firm, I appreciate your concern, but I am comfortable with my decision. Or maybe it is just a smile and a change of subject. You practice this, you all find your confidence growing. You all start to trust yourself more. You all feel a sense of liberation, a weight lifting off your shoulders. This isn't about becoming rigid or closed off. It is about discernment. It is about knowing when an explanation is necessary and when it is simply a habit born of insecurity. There will be times when explaining your perspective is important, in close relationships, in collaborative work environments, in situations where your actions directly impact others. The difference is that these explanations will come from a place of choice, not obligation. They'll be given freely, not because you feel you owe them to anyone. As you embrace this way of living, you all notice changes not just in yourself, but in how others respond to you. People are drawn to authenticity. They respect those who stand firmly in their truth. You all find that the right people, those who truly resonate with your authentic self, will be drawn into your life. And those who constantly demanded explanations, they'll either adjust to the new you or naturally fade from your life. This journey towards living without the need to explain yourself is not just about personal freedom. It is about creating a ripple effect of authenticity in the world. When you live this way, you give others permission to do the same. You become a living example of what's possible when we release the need for constant external validation. Imagine the conversations we could have, the innovations we could create, the problems we could solve if we all brought our full, authentic selves to the table without fear of judgment or the need to explain. Imagine a world where children grow up knowing that they do not need to justify their dreams, their feelings, their very existence. Imagine the potential we could unlock, the joy we could experience. This is the world we can create, one authentic life at a time. And it starts with you. It starts now. All right, for the next week, practice living without explanation. Notice the urge to justify yourself and choose differently. Stand firm in your choices. Trust your inner wisdom. It won't be easy. You all face resistance from others and from the habitual patterns in your own mind. But with each small act of authentic living, you all be building a new reality for yourself and for those around you. Remember, you are a unique expression of life itself. Your very existence is a miracle that needs no explanation. You are here to live your life, to fulfill your potential, to shine your light. Do not dim that light for anyone. Do not shrink yourself to fit into someone else's expectations. Do not waste your precious energy explaining yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you. Instead, channel that energy into living your truth, pursuing your passions, making your unique mark on the world. Let your life be your message. Let your actions be your explanation. You step into this new way of being. You might face fear. Fear of rejection, fear of standing out, fear of making mistakes. Embrace that fear. It is a sign that you are growing, that you are stepping out of your comfort zone. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. And with each step you take, you all find that your fear diminishes and your confidence grows. You might also face moments of doubt. You might wonder if you're being selfish, if you're doing the right thing. In those moments, connect with your heart. Your heart knows your truth. It knows your path. Trust it. You navigate this journey. Be gentle with yourself. This is a profound shift and it takes time. There will be days when you slip back into old patterns, when you find yourself launching into unnecessary explanations. That's okay. Notice it, learn from it, and recommit to your authentic path. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each time you stand in your truth without explanation is a victory. Each time you honor your boundaries is a step forward. Each time you choose authenticity over approval is a... Remember, this journey isn't about perfection. It is about progress. It is about becoming more fully yourself with each passing day. You embrace this way of living, you all find that your energy shifts. Instead of expending energy on explanations and justifications, you all have more energy for creation, for connection, for joy. You all find that your relationships deepen. When you are not constantly seeking approval or trying to fit into others' expectations, you create space for genuine connection. You all attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are, not for who you pretend to be. You all discover a new level of clarity in your decision-making. When you are not swayed by the opinions of others, when you're deeply connected to your own truth, you all find it easier to make choices that align with your authentic self. You all experience a profound sense of freedom. The freedom to be yourself, to pursue your dreams, to live life on your own terms. This freedom is your birthright, and it is waiting for you to claim it. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with this thought. Your life is a gift. It is a precious, fleeting opportunity to express your unique essence, to make your distinct contribution to the world. Do not waste it trying to fit into someone else's mold. Do not squander it seeking approval from those who do not understand your journey. Do not diminish it with constant explanations and justification. Instead, live it fully. Live it authentically. Live it unapologetically. Embrace your quirks, your passions, your dreams, and no explanation needed. Pursue your goals with unwavering determination. No justification required. Love deeply, create boldly, speak your truth. No apologies necessary. Remember, you do not need to explain your existence to anyone. Your life lived authentically is explanatory. Go forth and live. Live without the burden of constant explanation. Live with the joy of self-acceptance. Live with the power of unwavering authenticity. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can give. Do not keep it waiting any longer. Step into your power. Embrace your truth. Live your life. No explanation needed. For being you, for being willing to embark on this journey of authentic living. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity to choose authenticity over explanation, to choose freedom over fear, to choose your truth over others' expectations. You leave here today, carry this message with you. You are enough just as you are. Your choices are valid. Your feelings are real. Your dreams are worthy. You do not need to explain yourself to anyone. Go out into the world and shine your light brightly. Live your truth boldly. Be unapologetically, magnificently you. The world needs your authentic self more than it needs your explanations. And as you do this, watch how your life transforms. Watch how you inspire others to do the same. Watch how together we create a world where each of us feels free to be our true selves. This is your time. This is your life. Live it without explanation. Live it with joy. Live it with love. Live it authentically. Remember, you do not need to explain yourself to others. Your authentic life is all the explanation you need. We continue our journey together. Let's delve deeper into the profound impact of living without the need to explain yourself. This journey is not just about personal liberation. It is about transforming the very fabric of our society. When you embrace your authentic self, you become a catalyst for change. Your courage ripples out, touching the lives of those around you in ways you may never fully realize. You become a living testament to the power of self-acceptance and self-trust. Consider for a moment the energy you all reclaim when you stop explaining yourself. All that mental and emotional effort you've been expending on justifications and defenses. Imagine channeling it into your passions, your relationships, your personal growth. The possibilities are limitless. But let's address the elephant in the room. Fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of standing alone. These fears are deeply ingrained in our psyche, woven into the very fabric of our social conditioning. They whisper to us, urging us to conform, to explain, to seek approval at every turn. What if you embrace that fear? What if instead of trying to eliminate it, you saw it as a signpost pointing towards growth? Fear often arises when we're stepping out of our comfort zone, when we're on the cusp of something transformative. So the next time you feel that fear bubbling up, the next time you feel the urge to launch into an explanation, pause, take a deep breath. Thank your fear for trying to protect you, and then gently remind yourself that you are safe, that you are strong, that you are capable of standing in your truth. The practicalities of living this way in our interconnected world, in an age of social media and constant connectivity, it might seem impossible to live without explaining yourself. After all, isn't social media all about sharing? But here's the thing. Sharing is not the same as explaining. You can share your life, your thoughts, your experiences without feeling the need to justify them. Post that photo, write that status update, share that achievement, not for approval or validation, but as an authentic expression of your journey. And when the comments and opinions start rolling in, remember, you are not obligated to respond to everyone. You are not required to defend your choices or explain your feelings. A simple thank you or even no response at all can be a powerful statement in your professional life. This principle can be equally transformative. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that we need to explain every decision, justify every idea, defend every opinion in the workplace. But what if you approached your work with quiet confidence instead? Imagine presenting your ideas not with a litany of justifications, but with calm assurance. Imagine making decisions based on your expertise and insight without feeling the need to convince everyone of your reasoning. This is not about being inflexible or dismissive of others' input. It is about trusting your own judgment and allowing your work to speak for itself. In your personal relationships, living without the need to explain yourself can lead to deeper, more authentic connections. It creates space for honest communication, for genuine understanding. When you're not constantly trying to justify yourself, you can truly listen to others. You can be present with them in a way that's often impossible when you are preoccupied with managing others' perceptions of you. This does not mean you never share your thoughts or feelings with loved ones. On the contrary, it means that when you do share, it comes from a place of wanting to connect, not from a place of seeking approval or avoiding judgment. As you embark on this journey, you all likely encounter resistance, not just from others, but from within yourself. Old habits die hard, and the habit of explaining ourselves is one of the oldest and most deeply ingrained. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself as you unlearn this habit and embrace a new way of being. Remember, this is not about becoming aloof or disconnected. It is about discernment. It is about choosing when and how to share yourself with the world rather than feeling compelled to explain yourself at every turn. You practice this new way of being. You all likely notice changes in how you perceive yourself and the world around you. Colors might seem brighter, possibilities more abundant. You might find yourself laughing more easily, loving more deeply, dreaming more boldly. This is the natural result of aligning with your authentic self. When you are no longer expending energy on unnecessary explanations, you have more energy for joy, for creativity, for connection. You might also notice that you attract different kinds of people and opportunities into your life. When you stand firmly in your truth, you naturally draw in those who resonate with your authentic energy. You create a field of authenticity around you that others can sense and respond to. This journey toward living without explanation is not a destination. It is a continual unfolding. Each day brings new opportunities to choose authenticity over approval, to choose self-trust over self-doubt. I invite you to approach each day as a new adventure in authentic living. Wake up each morning and ask yourself, how can I honor my truth today? How can I live authentically in this moment? Maybe it is speaking up in a meeting when you'd usually stay silent. Maybe it is pursuing a passion that others do not understand. Maybe it is simply saying no to a request without feeling the need to offer a lengthy explanation. Whatever it is, do it with the knowledge that you are enough, that your choices are valid, that your life is your own to live. And as you move through your day, pay attention to those moments when you feel the urge to explain yourself. Notice them without judgment. Each of these moments is an opportunity to practice, to choose differently, to step more fully into your authentic self. Remember, every time you choose authenticity over explanation, you are not just changing your own life. You are contributing to a larger shift in our collective consciousness. You are helping to create a world where individuality is celebrated, where authenticity is valued, where each person feels free to be fully themselves. Imagine a world where children grow up knowing that they do not need to explain their dreams, their feelings, their very existence. Imagine the innovation, the art, the solutions we could create if we all brought our full, authentic selves to every situation. This is the world we can create, one authentic choice at a time. And it starts with you. It starts now. It starts with a decision to live your life without explanation, to trust in the wisdom of your own heart, to honor the unique path that only you can walk. Go forth with courage, with joy, with unwavering belief in your own inherent worth. Live your life boldly, love deeply, create freely, no explanations needed. You are a unique expression of life itself, a miracle that needs no justification. Your very existence is reason enough. Your life lived authentically is all the explanation you all ever need. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to choose truth over approval, authenticity over explanation, freedom over fear. You leave here today, carry this truth with you. You are enough just as you are. Your choices are valid. Your feelings are real. Your dreams are worthy. You do not need to explain yourself to anyone. Go out into the world and shine your light brightly. Live your truth boldly. Be unapologetically, magnificently you. The world needs your authentic self more than it needs your explanations. And as you do this, watch how your life transforms. Watch how you inspire others to do the same. Watch how, together, we create a world where each of us feels free to be our true selves. This is your time. This is your life. Live it without explanation. Live it with joy. Live it with love. Live it authentically. Remember, you do not need to explain yourself to others. Your authentic life is all the explanation you need.